organisé un comité de solidarité des députés, pas seulement d'ici à Canada, mais aussi un groupe interparlementaire. Et c'est tout pour demander to the man from Saudi Arabia that it cease and desist from its cruel and inhuman and barbaric treatment, that it immediately and unconditionally release Raif Badawi, that it release also the lawyer who was defending Raif Badawi, who should not be forgotten, who was sentenced to 15 years in prison, and that he should be not only released, but allowed to join his family here in Canada, here in Sherbrooke. Je vais terminer par saluer maintenant l'épouse de Raif Badawi. I just want to pay tribute to Raif Badawi's wife, because I want to say, in all my years in defending political prisoners, every political prisoner that was released because they had a wife that was campaigning on their behalf. And so I want to commend Insaf Haider. I think because of her campaign, Raif Badawi will be released. Merci.
Thank you very much, Erwin, and an absolutely fitting tribute to a courageous and resilient and determined woman, absolutely. Friends, we are here in front of Parliament for a very specific reason. We're going to continue on, as many of you know, and I hope many of you are going to make that journey down Sussex Drive to take this message to the Saudi embassy as well, which is, of course, very important. But we're here in front of our Parliament because we also want to convey a strong message to the Canadian government. Obviously, there is much that Canada has already done to make an incredibly important contribution to this human rights case. That begins in offering refuge to Insaf Haider and their 3 children. Incredibly important. We have heard from Canadian government officials as well. The Ambassador of Religious Freedom has expressed concern. Minister Paradis and Minister Baird have expressed concern. But today, Amnesty International has launched an appeal, and that's why we're here in front of Parliament in particular, to our Prime Minister, with an urgent request that he now speak out, that it's time to convey to the Saudi authorities at a time of important transition in Saudi Arabia, when who knows what is possible, that a strong message from the highest level possible of the Canadian government be conveyed to the new king, that this is priority number 1. It's not just a concern, it's not just something we'd like to see dealt with. This is priority number 1 now in the Canada-Saudi relationship. That is why we have come here to Parliament. That is why we are looking to all of you to join your voices to that request, to make that appeal to Prime Minister Harper, that he now speak out at this urgent time. So thank you very much for joining us. Let's continue with this force, this demand for justice, and head down to the Saudi embassy, where we have many more things to say, and obviously we don't want to have to keep gathering on Thursdays as we have been gathering. We don't want to have to keep gathering on Fridays as many of you have been gathering. The next time, or very soon when we gather, as Beatrice said, we want it to be because we're welcoming Raif Badawi here, because he is now free, which is his right, and it is what we need to see happen.
Nous sommes ici pour demander à M. Harper d'intervenir. Oui, nous apprécions les gestes qui ont été posés jusqu'à date, les rencontres avec les princes saoudiens, les rencontres en Arabie Saoudite, les gestes diplomatiques, bien sûr, l'accueil de la famille au Canada, c'est très précieux. Mais il faut faire plus, parce qu'à ce jour, Raif Badawi peut-être demain sera fouetté, peut-être l'autre semaine, et n'est toujours pas libéré, et n'est toujours pas réuni avec sa famille. Alors aujourd'hui, nous demandons au Premier ministre Harper de faire ce geste important, surtout en ce moment de transition en Arabie Saoudite. Qui sait ce qui peut arriver avec la nouvelle autorité en place? Il faut absolument que M. Harper se prononce, fasse des gestes et surtout mène cette mobilisation au nom moral de l'accueil du Canada, de la famille, de son obligation aussi de réunir la famille. On ne veut plus faire des vigiles tous les jeudis et le vendredi. On ne veut plus craindre la nuit de jeudi à vendredi et savoir quelle nouvelle nous attend et surtout quelle nouvelle attend Raif. Alors, s'il vous plaît, maintenez la pression avec nous, demandez que M. Harper intervienne. C'est urgent, c'est pas juste une préoccupation, c'est une priorité. Merci beaucoup. Maintenant, nous allons devant l'ambassade et nous allons aussi remettre les pétitions, une partie des 150 000 pétitions que vous nous avez données jusqu'à ce jour. Et il y en aura d'autres jusqu'à ce que Raif soit avec nous ici au Canada. Merci.
Bravo, bravo.
Libérons Raif Badawi!
Libérons Raif Badawi!
Libérons Raif Badawi!
Libérons Raif Badawi! Free Raif Badawi!
Free Raif Badawi!
Free Raif Badawi!
Free Raif Badawi! Libérons Raif Badawi!
Libérons Raif Badawi! Free Raif Badawi!
Free Raif Badawi!
All right, onward, let's go!
The stories you can tell each other. I'm very sad because you like what you want مع العيال ولا تحكي انا البحرين
الحمد لله أنا اسمي مريم أنا تبع
Nina, before you go, you know where the bag went?
Excusez-moi,